Oh shit.
Oh shit, indeed.
We out here?
They see us rolling. Let's see.
You're waiting. You're waiting for that confirmation.
I'm waiting for that confirmation.
See, I feel like as soon as I see the notification, I should start rolling.
Yeah, but...
Rolling!
See what happened last time.
I know. It hurt. It hurt to know that it wasn't correct.
You're alive. I know I'm live. I see that I'm live.
I see that I'm live.
I don't see anything happen.
Let's see if there's a
Sorry, it gives me time to open up my brain. That sounds weird.
It's very strange. Let's figure out what's going on.
We've got an echo effect.
What is the echo going on? I don't see a video.
You seen a
I
video?
don't see a video on the stream.
You got a new subscriber though.
Ooh, nice.
Get to the bottom of this.
I am.
Come on, damn it!
Why are we echoing? Why do we say we're echoing?
And then another video?
There is. I don't see. Yeah, nothing's changed. All I see is. The. But I see on the stream, like on the stream thing, it shows a video playing.
Yeah.
But on the actual
on the actual stream that people are receiving.
Yeah, you can't see anything.
They're getting fucked.
They're getting fucked, and I don't understand why.
Alright, let me check mine. I want to see what it looks like.
It just has a Cleveland flag.
I mean, which is a lovely flag.
It is a lovely flag.
It's a grand old flag.
But they want to see us. They don't want to see just the flag.
Wait, see, when I see it.
So
there's
echo. There's video.
There's an echoey.
Okay, let's figure out the echo part so that we can figure out.
See, when I see it.
So what is going on here?
And it's only a few seconds off.
Let's see. Let's do this.
To the two people watching right now, we love you. Putting up with this. Still babies in this game.
We are. Alright, cut the stream off and start.
Could it still be recording from that camera?
I just want to check just in case. Let's see. That's a good point.
Like if it's taking in multiple audio sources, just like slightly off.
So,
Or wasn't there a note about the delay?
Yeah, it wasn't about the delay. Alright, that should be fixed now. I don't know what this mic aux is that I have here now. Never had that before.
Okay. It's getting exciting.
So now, let's pull it back up. Give it a second.
It appears to be fixed.
Are we matched up audio-wise?
It appears to be fixed.
I know, I was going to see my lips.
Oh, shit.
I'm trying to make sure we're not doing Chinese movies.
Oh, yeah?
Kung Fu movies.
What if I try to fuck with you? What if I just do it on purpose?
Okay, no, okay. I can trust my own lips. I don't have to worry about you.
I don't worry about your lips.
Yeah, I just worry about mine. All right, we're good. We're live. We're here. We're queer. Let's go.
You know what? That's an interesting topic as well.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's go in. Woo. Oh, yes. The song just makes me so fucking happy now. It's like a Pavlovian response now. I hear the song, and the energy just swells up underneath me. And I get fucking excited for real. This is a shoot. Like, a second ago, it wasn't that I wasn't happy. I was just nervous that we were out here looking stupid as fuck with no audio.
Yeah.
But it's okay now.
It's fixed.
Because the song is happening, even if it wasn't fixed. I swear to God, every time I hear the song, I'm like Carlton. Like Carlton listening to Tom Jones. Like, I'm that happy.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We have many things to discuss. We got to spend a little time in the presence of a legend. We have future legends, maybe, losing their fucking minds on the internet. I was asked to address that, and I will. And I will. Because it's fun to talk about people that are way more famous than me.
Yeah, I agree.
Which is basically everyone. Like, anyone listening to this podcast is probably more famous than me. Like, if you have 15 friends.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. It's your boy, Keebler. Love and Jokes Podcast, episode 57. Like Heinz 57.
Yeah.
My man Anthony behind the switches. It was a tough time getting off the ground today. It was a lot like the Wright brothers in Dayton, just hoping that shit would stay afloat.
That's how I felt.
And it all worked out. And now, let's get right into it, man.
Woo!
Let's talk about our beautiful weekend
Shenanigans.
and the shenanigans that occurred. So, this past weekend, Joey Coco Diaz, a.k.a. Mad Flavor, was in Ohio, and he was in Columbus. And Anthony was so kind to let me tag along with him and his girl. And we went to see Joey Diaz.
It was the other way around, more like it was like my girlfriend was happy enough to tag along with us. Because initially it was just like...
Sir, I'm trying to put you over here.
That's okay.
I'm trying to put you over here, and you're just like, no, let me just... Barry.
Let's be honest. Honesty is the best policy for me.
Well, it was an amazing show. It was an amazing show. Joey Diaz just opens up a machine gun on the room every time he hits the mic.
Yeah.
You know, it was spectacular. And I had a brief interaction with Joey Diaz, like I think more than a year ago.
Yeah.
He called the academy when he was looking for places to train in Cleveland, and he was just so warm and loving toward me, just being a really sweet dude, and invited me to stick around a little bit after the show, and we chopped it up a little bit. We never got to train because his jet lag, and he had a sleep apnea machine malfunction, so shit got fucked up. But I still saw him twice performing and got to chill with him for a little while, and it was really nice, right? So I hit him up on the jack, and I was actually really nervous about calling him. I was really nervous because you don't want to just assume, because a call is an intimate thing.
Yeah.
Like, you send someone a text, and they can just choose to fucking ignore you, and it's very easy. Like, it's not that personal.
Yeah.
Right? But I also have heard Joey Diaz talk a lot, and I know that he doesn't fuck with text.
Yeah.
That he only fucks with phone calls. And I was like, all right, I really want to get Joey in a t-shirt. I want to give Joey a Love and Choke shirt because he's so inspirational to me that I just want to give him like the only thing that I have.
All right.
Right? Which is my brand and my energy. And so I was like, all right, I'm going to hit him up and I'm going to ask him how to get him the shirt. Because since I'm also a huge fucking fan, I know that he's not going to do the meet and greet in between the early show and the late show. He'll do it after the late show, and we went to the early show.
Right.
So I hit him up, just like swing in the dark, like, oh, please, maybe this isn't, I was worried that I was being an asshole, that I was overstepping, you know? And so I'm like, yo, I'm coming to the show tonight. I'm going to bring you a shirt. Can you, like, who should I give it to if I don't get to see you?
Right.
Like, is there the right person to hand it to so that I know that you're going to get it? Or is someone just going to be like, oh, thanks, some idiot fan gave you something, and just throw it away?
Yeah.
Right? Because that shit can happen. And he called me back.
Ooh.
And he was, again, fucking amazingly sweet. He was like, walk up to me at the end of the show like you know me.
That's awesome.
And I was like, yes, sir. And the show ends, and I go to hand him the shirt, and he barely makes eye contact with me, right? It was like a drug deal. It was like, he was like, follow me. Follow me, D-Money. And I was like, yes, sir. And so I walk into the kitchen with Joey. Now, Anthony and his girl are just sitting at the table.
Yeah.
I assumed when I got up, because I didn't speak really,
Yeah.
I assumed that I'd be right back.
I knew different.
I assumed I'd be right back. I thought I was going to hand him the shirt. He'd be like, what's up? Oh, professor, make some joke at me or make fun of me.
Yeah.
And then I would peace out.
Yeah.
And he's like, come with me. And he started asking me about like how I'm doing and like my real life. And it was just a really awesome interaction for me. Like, it was sweet of him to give me his time. And I gave him the shirt. I was like, yo, I don't know where my fucking friends are now. I got to find them. I got to go. And he's like, yeah, of course. Take care. I was like, sorry for talking your ear off. I just kind of fucking love you, dog. Got a jet. And so I dip out and we go home, and I'm super jazzed that he gave me so much energy because we were back there for a minute. Like, how long was I away?
I think it was like half an hour, I think. I think it was a good half hour.
You know what I'm saying? That's a decent amount of time for a dude who's like, he's probably hungry. He's just being generous.
Yeah.
Just being generous. And so we go back or whatever. And then a couple days later,
Yeah.
I get a text.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually a DM on Instagram. And it was like, tell me that I'm not looking at Joey Diaz in a Love and Choke shirt right now. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what the fuck are you saying right now? What are you saying? What are you talking about right now? Like,
Oh.
I might have screamed.
Yeah.
I might have screamed.
I can see that.
I might have.
Okay. It's okay. It's worth it though.
I'm doing too much right now. It's a little extra right there. Just punch myself in the leg. It almost hurt, dog. I almost Uriah favored my leg.
Yeah, exactly. Dead leg. It's all good.
Holy shit. So he was wearing it on his like Monday morning, I'm smoking a joint video. And you can't see the whole shirt.
Right.
But like it's like you can see like the upper chest, so it's
yeah.
clear that it's a Love and Choke shirt.
Yeah.
There's nothing else like that in the exact same color scheme that he just happened to just get.
Yeah.
So I was just deeply honored that he shared even a tiny piece of that shirt with his giant audience, you know? It was like, that was love. So
Yeah.
shout out to Uncle Joey. Shout out to Joey Diaz. Respect. It was an amazing, amazing show.
It's a great show. Even Darren was performing.
What do you mean?
You were performing for people behind us.
What do you mean?
Were you not?
No.
Yes, you were.
What's not?
People were watching us, and you hammed it up for them to enjoy watching us as well as watching the
During
show.
the show or before?
During the show.
No.
Yes, you were. You said so yourself.
When?
Like literally, when you started beating on me, you were hamming it up for other people.
Oh, no, yeah, I punched you. Yeah, I punched Anthony in the neck a couple times.
He jazzed up my shoulder.
Because I knew that people were watching. You're right. But I thought you meant like the entire time.
No. Just like there's sections where I was just like, damn dog, like this dude's like he's kind of getting he's getting really happy right now.
I was getting loose, and I was getting drunk too, so I was getting loose.
Yeah, a few adult beverages.
A few.
Nothing wrong with that.
They were the kinky margarita.
Woo!
The show is at the fucking what's it called?
Funny Bone.
The Funny Bone in Columbus.
Yep, it's a nice club.
Oh, really? It's a weird place, but it's awesome.
Yeah.
Because it's inside of a mall, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, it's so well designed with, like, low ceilings and, like, it feels really intimate. Like, we were in the very back of the club.
But you still felt like you were up close.
And you felt like it was, yeah, like Joey was right in front of us.
Yeah.
You know? And shout out to Kate Quigley, too. She had a good set.
She was good.
And she was really funny in the back. She was really funny. Yeah. I might have a little crush. Whatever.
Hey, man.
I'm allowed to have crushes.
Yeah.
I'm a grown-ass man. I'll crush who I want to. Don't fucking tell me nothing. Give me looks and shit.
Hey, man, nothing wrong with that. It's just not my cup of tea. That's all.
Fair.
Yeah.
I see what you like.
Yeah.
I chilled with her.
Yeah. I like small, kind of small, roly-poly looking Indian people.
Whoa. Sir, it's just like you just want to be married. Like, you just want to be married.
Yeah.
And you know she's going to listen.
Of course she will. Eventually.
God,
She'll
you
get through
are
it
a
eventually.
fucking
She'll get to
asshole.
that episode eventually.
You're a bad person.
I know, but it's okay.
So am I, though.
Yeah.
No, I am.
How?
Recently, I realized I was kind of a bad person.
What'd you do?
Well, sometimes I feel like I can be misunderstood
Yeah.
by some of the things I post.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I think so. I got 2 calls, and I'm not gonna get too deep into it.
Fair.
But I got a call and I got a text message, right, from 2 people who are super, super close to me. And one was making fun of me and the other was upset with me, but both of them were basically like, why are you being a heel on the internet? Like, what's up with this? And I was like, heel? I'm just fucking around. Like, when I say like mean, aggressive shit, or if I say something,
Yeah.
like, I don't see it as being a heel. Like, I'm just
Being honest.
poking.
Yeah.
And usually there's some element of making fun of me in there, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
But when 2 people have different perspectives on how they feel about it,
Yeah.
but are both like, hey,
You're being a dick.
what the fuck? I was like, all right, let me take a step back and realize that one of the very first fucking things that I learned about myself as a kid
Mm-hmm.
was something my mom said to me.
What'd she say?
And she was like, and it's not something that's super unique,
Yeah.
but I was like a little kid the first time I heard this lesson, and I apparently still haven't gotten it. But it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Mm-hmm.
And she was saying it. That's what fucking bothers people about you, is that it's like the way you talk. It's like the way you say what you say. And I was like, okay.
Glaze.
But right,
I
exactly.
glaze.
We're like, sorry, sociopath, no compute. Like, but then I was like, if two people that are that close to you that know you very well are saying the same thing, you need to evaluate.
Right.
You need to evaluate. So I spent some time on social media on all my channels just trying to give a little bit of love.
Yeah.
Right? Just trying to like spread a little bit of positivity because I don't want to be misunderstood.
Right.
Like, but I also don't mind being understood. So it's complicated.
You don't mind being understood, you're saying?
Like, yeah, like if
Or do you mean to say you don't mind to be misunderstood? You don't mind to be misunderstood or mind to be understood?
Sometimes what I'm saying
Yeah.
is exactly how you took it.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I might say something that offends a person.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine with me.
Yeah.
But sometimes I have no intent of it's hard to put this into words. It's not that I try to offend, but I know I'm provoking some of the time. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and if I don't really intend on provoking and I offend you, then I feel misunderstood.
Gotcha.
So I don't mind if you get offended when I'm stabbing at you.
Yeah.
I don't mind that because I already prepared myself mentally for it.
Yeah, but
But when I think I'm fucking around and you're upset, that bothers me.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Feather tickling versus getting punched in the face.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah. So that I also had that interaction, and it was like I had just had this like super high interaction with Joey, and then two of your homies are like, "Check yourself, son. Check yourself, dog." And then you kept me like I didn't feel like you motherfuckers are wrong. I was like, better check myself.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta check yourself.
I agree.
Like you should check yourself about how you talk about your girl.
Nah.
She's really nice. She's really pretty.
She's really nice and she's really pretty. But me and
We were
her,
talking shit.
oh, we always talk shit to each other any way we can.
No, I get it. I get it. That's how some people interact. It's like play fighting.
Yeah.
Like when she was punching the shit out of you in the car.
Yeah, the car hallway.
She hits hard, dog.
Yeah, it hurts.
She hits hard.
I have a bird chest now.
Like, I'm not. Like, she hits hard.
Yeah, she does.
The sound of it, I was like, is Rocky hitting that fucking slab of beef? Like,
it's not
what
fun.
the fuck is going on in this car?
It's
How
hereditary.
do we not crash?
It's hereditary.
What do you mean?
Her mother does it to her husband, or to her dad. You can see lumps on his head. I've seen photos of him like as the years have gone.
Look at you outing us domestic violence history.
No one cares.
I know it's all jokes.
No one cares.
See, but then again, I could be misunderstood.
It could be misunderstood. It could be a cry for help. You don't know.
You don't. It's me crying for help. So yeah, it's been my week. But besides like gymnastic strength training, which is like it's so fun right now.
Is it?
I like the first phase. I'm gonna like the second phase.
Yeah.
It's that third phase, the high intensity conditioning phase.
Yeah. That's not fun. No.
The first half is fun.
Yeah.
Because the warm up is shorter, and then you do some heavy lifting, and you start to feel like you're really jacked. You're like, you're lifting heavier. You're like, yeah, I'm fucking strong. And then he's like, now do 30,000 burpees. And you're like, what?
And you got like 20 minutes to do them.
But that's not possible. And it's like, yes, it is. You can do it. And then you do it. I'm not kidding about 30,000, obviously.
So we're low.
The figure of speech.
Yeah.
It's an overwhelming number when you hear it, right? And then you do it, and then after you do it, you feel amazing. Not like physically.
Just mentally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like physically, I feel like I'm dying.
I don't think anybody feels great after X amount of burpees.
Like dying.
After you hit like 100, I don't think anybody feels great.
Yeah.
No.
It's a catastrophic amount.
Yeah.
And then add to the fact that it's not that you're just doing 100 burpees.
You're not done yet.
You're doing other shit.
In between
like,
those burpees.
That's somebody's workout.
Yeah.
Somebody's workout is, I'm going to do 100 burpees. And they're like,
I'm done.
Super jazzed on it.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Like today, I had the end of my workout. Like we do, I don't want to give it all up.
Yeah.
But you do a whole bunch of shit. And then at the end, so like we're like, I don't know, 50 minutes into my training session.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, now it's time for conditioning. You're going to do 13 kettlebell swings on the minute, every minute, for 8 minutes.
Okay.
It's 104 swings.
Right.
Like, somebody does 100 swings, and they're like, "Phew,
That was a good workout today, guys.
Did it.
Yeah.
got it."
Mm-hmm.
And they're not wrong.
Nope.
They're not wrong.
Yeah.
That's a good workout.
Yeah.
But, like, my trainer is like, no. That's just one of the many things we're doing today.
Right. It's just like, oh, cool. You warmed up. Just,
And something I've also realized, pistol squats are very difficult for your boy. They're
difficult.
really hard.
Well,
They're really hard for me.
you got like 2 broken ankles, so yeah.
Well, okay, so when I'm on my left leg,
Yeah.
I can do it,
Yeah.
right? Wait, let's be accurate.
Okay.
I'm working on a progression. So I'm essentially dropping like right below 90 degrees, I think, and then coming back up,
Okay.
right? But on my right leg,
Yeah.
which may or may not have a history of injury, that bitch unstable as fuck. And
Yeah.
I basically just like fall down and get back up over and over again. It's kind of pathetic. But then towards the end today, I started to feel the motion in that leg better.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a few good ones in, but
Nice.
it's pretty sad.
Pretty sad.
It's pretty depressing. Like, that's not the bit. Like if I were going to be like, I'm going to work out, take this video and show it to the girls,
So
right?
cut that part out.
Let's edit that part out right away.
Let's
Like,
just-
like if that's your dating profile,
so what happened to the other leg? Don't worry about that.
don't
leg.
worry about that. Like,
It's-
it's fine.
We ran out of time that day. He's like,
I didn't have time.
The
Cuz.
client came in. He said, we got to go. So I just said, I'll do it when I get home.
Oh my
Didn't have
God.
a camera.
Yeah, this leg is the weak leg.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's getting better. And like sometimes on my squat, I can tell that I'm favoring
Mm-hmm.
my left leg.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm learning my body. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like initially and still like I'm not involved in this kind of training so much for my body
Mm-hmm.
and like what it looks like.
Right.
It's mostly mental aspects and informational stuff. Like,
Yeah.
because learning how the body is strong has really informed my jiu-jitsu training. You know, like some of the shit that, especially defensive shit,
Yeah.
a lot of it can be defended with really powerful body positioning,
Mm-hmm.
which you learn as you lift
Gotcha.
or as you do gymnastics.
Mm.
You know, like when you're doing a plank or a plunge or a handstand, there's certain body positions that really, really make your jiu-jitsu positions much stronger.
Yeah.
Much.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was like why I got into it. But now I'm kind of enjoying this body changing. Like, I got fucking
Ooh, got some quads.
got some thighs on them.
He said, hey, man.
Boy, got some.
Gotta get some new jeans. They're
I
starting to get a little
might.
tight. Get a little tight.
I might have to get some new
He
jeans.
said they're not showing off the package appropriately. He's gotta get. No.
Anthony. Now I'm all self-conscious. I didn't even look at the camera. Is my dick in the view?
No.
You promise.
We double
You
checked.
son of a bitch.
I'm pretty sure it's not.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah,
I'm crossing
yeah,
my legs.
Yeah, you can't see it.
I don't trust you at all.
If you move over a little bit to the right, the weight will block you.
So they can't see it.
Well, if you want to be 100% sure.
This is 100%.
Okay, there you go.
Now they're just looking at my butt.
There you go. So there's
Whatever.
There's nothing. So yeah, there you
We
go.
out here.
Yeah, you can't even see it. The table's blocking it. You're good.
Good.
All right, awesome. I just a little joke.
Like I really care, honestly.
it was just
It was just like,
shocking.
when you said it, I was like, oh my God.
What? Hey man, hey, just be proud. Yeah, be proud. Be proud of everything.
I mean, all right. So
You can't hate yourself like
when
I
I
do.
was sponsored by this company,
Yeah.
this like jiu-jitsu brand,
Mm-hmm.
or a tiny little brand,
Mm.
and they sent me a pair of spats, right?
Yeah.
And so for a little while, I was rocking the spats, and I was like feeling a little weird about it at first,
Mm-hmm.
but then I finally got confident about it. I was like, everyone wears these.
Right.
This is not a big deal.
What
Like,
happened to those
everyone wears
spats?
them.
What?
So one day I'm training and Josh Stone comes in, right?
Yeah.
And Josh Stone's one of my friends, and he's what one would call a ball buster.
Yeah.
Like, he's going to talk shit to you. He's going to He's going to make fun of you no matter what you say or do.
Yeah.
Right? Winning or losing, he's going to try to stick the knife in your back and twist it around,
Yeah.
but as a joke.
Yeah.
So I'm training, and he goes, I can't train with you today. And I was like, why? He goes, and he like points at my crotch. And I go, what? And he goes, that thing's gigantic, and I don't want it anywhere near me unless you wrap it up in something else. Like, you put on some gi pants, you put on some shorts, we can train. But if you ever wear those around me, all I'm going to do is make fun of you and talk shit about you the whole time. And I was like, I got real self-conscious, put on some shorts, and trained, right? So we book a seminar with a dude,
Yeah.
right? Who, like, I have no issues with, but we don't really talk anymore just because we had a mutual friend, and now they're not friends.
Gotcha.
Whatever. So he comes to town, he does a seminar, and he's like, I'm going to video the seminar. So the first time he did a seminar, he videoed it. He gave us the DVD. I was wearing shorts.
Yeah.
The second time he came, I was wearing spats, right? And somebody told me that he had taken multiple swooping glances in my hip direction. Someone said that to me during the seminar, like, this is happening, and it's hilarious, and you don't notice it because you're, like, being the dummy. Like, but this is happening. He's just like, he can't take his eyes off you, bro. Like, and so then, wait, this is the part that makes me think it might be true. I don't know if it's
Okay.
true. When I asked him for the second DVD, he was like, oh, there's something wrong with the footage. And I'm like, what could possibly be wrong with the footage? Like, I was there. It was being recorded.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, there's something wrong with it. I think maybe it was hard to edit out those swooping glances. And so it just ends up on the cutting room floor.
He said, yeah, so you gotta go for the armbar and you just bulge.
Yeah, so I don't wear spats anymore.
As I think you should bring back just for seminars. Just for seminars.
Just for seminars. No, like, Josh Stone ruined it for me.
That's hilarious.
He ruined it for me.
Yeah, don't let
I
him,
can't help but be self-conscious about it.
don't let him ruin anything for you anymore. It's not worth it.
I mean, I don't need to wear spats.
No, but it's cool to wear them every once in a while.
Like, if a company sends me some tights for free,
Mm-hmm.
or if I'm pro wrestling, but if I'm doing jiu-jitsu,
Yeah.
I mainly just wear gi pants and a gi top.
Yeah.
And if I want to go no gi, I take off the jacket.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it. Simple. But sometimes you want to wear shorts. I want my legs to breathe.
I see you right now.
Yeah, I'm wearing my legs out.
I mean, it's a little bit cold for that.
It is, but I was doing laundry, so I didn't care.
Okay,
Yeah.
I respect that. I was curious. I was like, how did you decide that shorts were the thing to wear today?
Shorts and a thermal. So think about it for a second.
Laundry.
Laundry.
Laundry. That's a definite laundry outfit.
Yeah.
I'm going to wear a thermal and some mesh shorts. Who wants to hit the club?
Let's go out. We party.
That's
today.
what happens. When you start balling out, when you're a true baller, you should just go everywhere in a
Yeah.
thermal and mesh shorts. Like, fuck you. Like, fuck you. This is what I wear.
And then the
I got foam flip-flops on.
Yeah. So and the bouncer tries to say, "You can't go without shoes. How about this? I'll give you $1,000. Give me your shoes, and I'll just wear them around my neck."
You can't go in there without shoes. How about you give me your shoes?
Yeah, and you just tie them around my neck.
I'm gonna go in there with them around my neck. I got shoes. You mind your fucking business. You stay in a host place. So silly.
So, what is the shenanigans about Kanye West?
So people are reacting to him, saying that he likes the way that a conservative, and the way they always put it is far right conservative thinks, and he also said he loves Donald Trump on the internet.
Yeah.
Like, I think it was on Twitter. And then today, the weirdest part is that he calls up Ebro from the Breakfast Club during their show.
Yeah.
And he's just like, I love you. And Ebro's like, I love you too, man. So what's up? I love you. Yeah, man. I love you too.
What's going on?
I love you. Like, no, this goes on for about a minute and a half.
Really?
Like, can you imagine if I just called you and you were like, hey, what's up? And I was like, hey, man, I love you.
Like, you okay? You sick?
Love you, man.
I'd be like, this is a joke. I'll call you later. I probably would hang up after the third or fourth one.
I love you, man.
I would definitely hung about the third or fourth
You know?
one. Yeah.
It's super weird. And then he eventually ends up singing like the Stevie Wonder gimmick. And it was just so odd. Like, but who knows like what someone's doing when they do something like that? Like, are you just having fun with your friend in front of the world?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Or are you crazy? Like, who knows? Who knows? But the thing that bugs me is the same kind of people that are like, you should love everyone.
Hate.
Act like Donald Trump isn't everyone.
No, he's not.
Just act like it's just weird to me.
He's a reptile.
Like in a world where everybody likes to quote like Christian love
Gandhi.
as an idea. Well, Gandhi was a racist. Fuck Gandhi.
Yes. No, he's a hero. How dare you if he's a racist?
Fuck Gandhi. That like love your neighbor shit, right? You should love everyone unless they're a douchebag in your eyes, right? Like all of a sudden you don't have to love him.
No.
And if you say I love him, like that makes you a weirdo. Like it's just weird. It's weird. Like that's a strange standard. Like you can't say I love Donald Trump.
Yeah, I say it all the time. I say I enjoy him. I don't say I love him. I enjoy him. I enjoy that he's alive.
I mean, I don't give a fuck about him either way. I'm just saying I think it's weird that you can't just be like, you can't embrace a motherfucker and just be like, yeah, he's got these flaws. He's not good at his job, in my opinion.
He said, no.
But like on a human level, he's a human being.
No, because he's a piece of shit. Wants to send Mexicans back to Mexico.
Right, and I love those Mexicans too.
Yeah, but they gotta go.
Yeah, but they gotta go, bro.
I love them too.
I want to pick strawberries.
That's how. Yeah, I want to pick strawberries. I want to have that cool farm picker tan.
And then you just can't wait to pick all the strawberries.
Of course, man. I love strawberries. That's why I always confuse Indian people with Mexican people. It's a hard thing to do sometimes.
Well,
Because of like that tan. That.
Because you're racist? Is that why? Because you're a fucking racist.
I always get them confused. I swear, it's super bad. That's why I thought Pi was like Mexican for a little bit.
Because you're racist.
I'm racist as fuck.
But yeah, like Kanye West is a brilliant musician. Like he's a brilliant musician.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if he has like a real sense of who he is to other people.
Yeah.
Which maybe is the same thing that's wrong with me.
Yeah.
Like, maybe that's why my best friends called me up and were like, what the fuck are you doing? Maybe. It's like, all right. So here's what I see in him that I can also see in why my homeboys check me.
Okay.
And other people have said this to me before, where it's like, I think we both, and obviously to completely fucking different degrees.
Yeah.
Like, he's famous and I'm not.
Yeah.
Right? But it's possible that we both underestimate how much people give a fuck about what we say.
Yeah.
And so when I say some wild shit that I think is just silly and it's just going to go away, it may not go away as quickly as I think. And I think Kanye has a similar blind spot where he'll just be like, George Bush doesn't care about black people. Mic drop. Like, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. And not necessarily give a fuck about how much weight what he says carries.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of people that look up to Kanye who, if you say something positive about anyone on the right,
Yeah.
they'd be beside themselves with like disbelief.
Yeah.
And like some people even with disgust.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And even though I think that's bullshit, I'm not sure that he weighs out his impact and then what he says. And then I can see that because I have the same blind spot.
Gotcha. Okay.
Right? Which may or may not get me into hot water from time to time.
Yeah, that's part of life, though.
I agree. And I'll take my lumps. And I'm sure that if Kanye has any issues with his lumps, he can just start backstroking in all of his fucking cash and he'll be just fucking fine.
Yeah.
So, like, there's also that.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
No, I don't have that cash windfall. I can't just Scrooge McDuck my way through my problems.
No,
Like,
you can't.
if people are like, "Fuck Darren, I never want to see his content again. I hope he never does jiu-jitsu again." I can't be like,
Cool.
"Okay," and then just fill this room with money and start swimming around.
It's like, all right, I don't feel that bad anymore.
Money baths. They always make me feel better. Every time I take a dip in all of my money, I feel refreshed.
So
Refresh.
I have a question then.
Yes.
So is this a coincidence, or did you both just happen to all want to listen to Michael Jackson songs today?
What do you mean?
You and Kanye. Is that why you got this?
What?
Because he listened to Michael Jackson all morning with his kids.
No way.
Yeah. That's-
All right, me and Kanye are connected.
I thought this was part of the thing.
It's the Illuminati. No, I had no idea what you're talking about. No, somebody on Facebook just shared a link of an old Michael Jackson concert,
Mm-hmm.
and he came up and he just stands there like a
Yeah.
bad motherfucker. He just stands there,
Yeah.
and while he's standing there for over a minute,
Mm-hmm.
people are literally passing out. They're jumping and screaming
Yeah.
and passing out. They have to be passed to the front of the stage
Yeah.
where they can be taken for medical attention. People are passing out, and he has not fucking moved. Okay? Like, do you understand? Do you
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get
then
it.
the motherfucker moves his glasses, and the whole world shakes. The whole world is like, the whole world loses its fucking mind. And I posted that because I was like, man, no one's ever going to be famous like that ever again.
No.
No one's ever going to have the power to do so much to so many people at the same time by doing so little in that actual moment.
Mm-hmm.
Standing there,
Yeah.
still,
Yeah.
for over a minute.
Doing nothing.
And motherfuckers are maybe dying in front of you.
Yeah.
There may have been an aneurysm. Like, it is that real. It is that real.
Michael.
Nothing is as crazy as Michael Jackson's fame at its peak. Nothing is as fucking as crazy as that. Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. No, nothing. And like, if you weren't alive during it, you'll never understand it.
No.
You'll never understand it. Like, maybe there was a similar thing, like Beatles mania and Elvis when he was at his peak.
I'll say maybe Elvis would be number 2.
But like, Michael Jackson, between the time that Thriller came out and Dangerous came out,
Mm-hmm.
nothing's fucking with that.
Nope.
Nothing's fucking with that level of like crazy fame and like crazy amount of power over a live audience.
Yeah.
Like what he did to live audiences by just like a small wiggle is nuts. Nuts.
Had them
And like, yeah, there might be some complicating circumstances and some controversial shit,
after or during. Doesn't matter.
right? I'm not even talking about that.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about when that man did his motherfucking job, the level to which he did his job, no one's ever going to touch that.
Nope.
No one's ever touching that. It's something beautiful to shoot for.
It is.
I hope somebody reaches it. I hope so.
It's
Why not?
hard. It's hard though.
But what the fuck? Like, you've got to see that video.
Okay. It's a hard thing to reach though. I can imagine, because unless we like just nuke everything and start over again, where there's like no camera phones, no really good video cameras, it's not gonna happen.
Like, people couldn't believe they were looking at him.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Like, that's the level of fame.
But that's
It's like, you're so famous that I can't believe we're
Yeah.
on the same planet famous.
yeah. That's because
There's no one like that now.
No, because guess what? We got Twitter, we got Instagram, we got YouTube.
I think you're right. I think you're right. We have too much access for them to reach that kind
Yeah.
of like hero worship. It's like we
Yeah.
see you too much.
Yeah.
And we see too much of your own words and shit.
Mhm.
So we don't get to imagine you.
No.
And when we imagine you, you become something mythical. Right? Like, Michael Jackson doesn't poop. What are you talking about?
Maybe that's what the next famous person should do. They should just have one word tweets that they tweet out once a year, and that's it. Just maybe one picture they're in ever. Just have one picture. Just one thing. You can't find videos of him because he doesn't do videos. No, he doesn't even have music videos. He just has
Scarcity is a motherfucker. Like, scarcity. Like, so when I was a little kid, you would watch wrestling on Saturday mornings,
Mm-hmm.
right? And there were 2 different shows. And they're each an hour long.
Yeah.
And every week, when you're little, you're like, oh, maybe this week I'll see Hulk Hogan.
Mm.
And you know when you see him? Not never. Not ever.
Pay-per-view.
Never. Yes.
Only.
Yes. Or you might see him at a house show. If you
Yeah.
pay for a ticket, you might see him in person.
Mm.
But you're not going to see him in that Saturday morning show. You might see like a 30-second promo that's been pre-recorded.
Yeah.
But you're not going to see him get in the ring and drop that big leg.
No.
Scarcity was valuable. And now you could argue that everyone's overexposed or underexposed.
Yeah.
Right? It's like I think that I underexpose myself in the more relevant spots,
Yeah.
and I overexpose myself in spots that don't have as much impact.
Like, what do you mean for the over and under?
So I think and this is literally happening as we speak,
Mhm.
like Love and Chokes ads are being made,
Yeah.
like now.
Yeah.
I think if I spent more time previously,
Move your face more to the
I think if I spent more time previously focusing on getting ads like that on the Facebook
Mhm.
instead of just random shit that I want to post,
Yeah.
we'd have a different life.
Yeah.
I think if I didn't make the decision, now here's some new shit.
What's
I can't believe I'm gonna say this out loud,
Ooh.
but it's too late now.
Okay.
Like fuck kayfabe. Like this is how I legitimately feel right now.
Okay.
I think I made a mistake by not continuing to do free content on YouTube.
Okay.
Jiu-jitsu content.
Yeah.
I think that was an error, and I'm gonna correct it.
Yeah.
Are they gonna get the same access that my closed group is getting, where they see every single class and shit? Absolutely not.
Fuck no.
Absolutely not. And will I give more content that is exclusively for that group to that group? Yes.
Yeah.
But there's no reason that I shouldn't make content videos for YouTube.
No.
None.
None.
There's so many hours in the day. There's so much time.
Yeah.
Today I got time, cuz.
Yes.
Today I got time, cuz.
Yes.
So maybe we'll shoot some content today. I don't know.
Yeah.
If you have shit to do, maybe I'll send you away
Hey man.
and I'll swap you out for another man.
Okay. if you can do that, but if you can't,
She's dancing with another man.
I got enough energy for like 15 minutes.
Oh, that's right. No, fuck that.
We can do
You're
15
back
minutes. No,
all fucked up.
I got questions to ask too, so we could just do it both.
What's
So
your question?
we can do that. Well, not now. Yeah. It's that top X-rated stuff. We can't talk about it right now.
You don't want to share?
No.
You don't want to share?
Hey man,
I'm being all open with the audience.
I'm me and Mr. Clean have the
And
same.
you're like, hey, kayfabe dog.
Me and Mr. Clean have the same idea. He said, "Hey man, don't show that shit to the seminar." We're like, "Hey, coach, shh, keep that stuff quiet."
Yeah, they were serious. I showed something yesterday, and I was like, I'm writing a seminar for Saturday. Maybe I should include this. And my students looked at me like, oh, fuck no. Like, don't be giving away our secrets, coach. This is really dope. We think we have an edge on them right now.
Yeah.
Like, they feel safe in this position, and we have a bunch of shit to do to them. Please don't give that away for free. And I'm like, well, it's not for free. And they're like, I'm like, okay, fine. We keep tiny secrets.
Yeah.
But just to get a competitive advantage
Mm-hmm.
on a timeline, and it's faster than anyone ever thinks,
Yeah.
whatever your competitive advantage will go away. It's
Yes.
going to disintegrate because motherfuckers will figure it out.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
That's why John Danaher, amazing jiu-jitsu black belt out of Renzo Gracie, the coach for all these scary killers they call the Death Squad.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he's releasing a leg lock DVD now,
Yeah.
because he's on to the next shit
Yeah.
already.
Stomped out that Invisible Jiu-Jitsu DVD too.
Whoa.
That's a super cool, dude. You got that. I'm gonna put this out. Everybody's all.
So I didn't see this, but I heard that Hickson put out a DVD. Now,
Yeah.
did you see the stuff?
I did not see this stuff.
Is it torrentable?
I have not.
Not that
checked.
we advocate piracy.
No, but
We might.
We
We
might.
might not.
we might not. It's just
We might
questionable.
not.
Questionable.
Love and Chokes definitely doesn't, but Darren Branch totally does.
That's also questionable. Lawyers out there.
I'll torrent the shit out of whatever the fuck I want.
This is all parody content right now.
Look,
Hey.
most of the time when people get these DVD deals, the athlete gets a check off rip,
Yeah.
and then it's up to some dude who had the cash, who's probably a mark for that dude, and like, I'm sorry, I used the term, and and then fucking he makes his money back selling it to everybody else.
Yeah. But every once in a while, those people who's got that itch. It's like, oh, somebody wants to fuck with me, I'm gonna fuck with them. You want to call me out on interwebs, I'm gonna sue your balls to the wall. So then,
I mean, whatever. Like, Whose content am I getting for free?
I don't know, man. Just,
How about nobody's?
how about let's just.
How about nobody's?
Yeah. Well, you just said a bunch of things. And then
I said I torrent shit.
Hey, man.
I didn't say I torrent jujitsu shit.
Hey.
But I did encourage other people to do it. And you know why? Because it's better to get better than it is to be broke and not as good. So
I agree.
if you can't afford the DVD and your homie gets it, fucking cop it.
Parody.
Fucking cop it.
Parody.
Like, it's the right thing to do. Like on some steal this album shit, on some steal this book shit.
Parody. I'm trying to make sure that nobody can splice this up and just say, like, Darren advocates this, and I just always parody it right behind it. Parody.
And you gotta have somebody around you to protect you.
Parody.
You know? Because apparently sometimes we go off the rails
Yeah.
and we say naughty things that we should not say.
It's okay.
But I don't mean them.
Yeah. He's a good guy. Sometimes.
That's not true.
Sometimes.
It's not true.
He has a good heart.
Sometimes.
He has good intentions.
Sometimes.
He has good intentions.
Parody. He laughs at his own jokes. And that's how you know he's a fucking asshole. Like, like if you pop yourself as much as I pop myself, it's because you're a dick. Like, you're a piece of shit. Yeah.
Woo!
Like, dude.
Yeah, I like that then. I'm happy I can admit that finally. I'm an asshole. Because I laugh at all my jokes.
Do you?
I do. When I say something that I think is really funny, I laugh hard. Even nobody laughs, I don't care. I think it's funny.
Aw, the homie just sent us a heart. I don't know what it's regarding though. Oh, it's because I might train some jujitsu.
Woo!
It all depends.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
It all depends on timing and where motherfuckers are. Like, it's funny, like, I almost wish there were, like, more academies now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just so when I'm bored, I can just go somewhere and train.
It's like, oh, we're fine. Yours today. Just train, yeah.
Mhm.
But hey, we're popping. We're bombing in Cleveland. There'll be more.
Well, I don't want to say it's popping.
Well, we will be.
I think it's about to explode again, though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The up and up.
It's just, dude, something that I don't think these cats realize is every time you make a black belt,
Mm-hmm.
every time you make a black belt,
Or
you make another school,
yeah, pretty much.
potentially. And every time you have a high-ranking guy that feels slighted in some way,
Yeah.
you might have just made another school.
That's true.
So keep making schools. Keep making these black belts. Keep throwing dudes out of your schools. Great.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Great. More places for your boy to train.
Mm.
There is a school that just opened up.
What happened?
I ain't training there.
I'm gonna talk about this off air because I don't know what's going on. I'm not aware of the knowledge. Do I have to do a Google search real quick?
No.
Is it
I'm
in
just saying,
Is it in Cleveland?
Look, if I ban you, I assume I'm banned too, right?
Let's look and see. I want to see something.
No,
I'm not gonna.
because I don't want to put it over in any way.
I understand. I just want to look for my own knowledge.
But yeah, if I wonder if people know. Like, I think it doesn't even matter.
Okay.
Like, I'm sure people will go there and enjoy themselves. It'll be awesome.
We'll talk later.
No, that's a shoot.
Oh.
But I'll never set foot in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
And I assume I'm not welcome, but I don't know. I think publicly the guy would be like, "Oh, of course you're welcome."
Privately, they'd be like, "Hey, go fuck yourself."
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and more power to him.
Okay.
I
that's
should
fair.
go fuck myself from time to time, and I do.
So, is it just me, or is it like just like a new thing to throw black people out of places?
What are you talking about?
Like, I'm just saying, like, as like after we talked about that, like that Starbucks thing, it happened again.
Where?
And I think it was like a LA Fitness or something like that.
What happened exactly?
Some dude came in with a wristband and got himself signed in, and then got his guest pass for his friend. And they went there, worked out, and the manager's like, "Hey, you guys gotta go. You guys are stealing. You guys gotta leave." And they called the police and like, "Get the fuck out." They kicked him out. And like he signed in, he paid, and they revoked his membership.
And they caught them stealing, or they didn't catch them?
No, they paid. They paid for it. They were supposed to be there.
How strange.
Yeah. So it's like, is this like a national pastime now that we're gonna start throwing?
Well, see now. All right, so 4 niggas get kicked out of something, and now it's a national
well, hey
pastime?
man, I mean, like you think you would just like look, like you see the news, you're like, all right, throwing black people out sounds like a bad idea. What I'm gonna do? Throw black people out for no reason because I can.
I mean, it was a poorly timed act for sure.
It
Poorly
definitely
timed.
was, like, but I just feel like I'm gonna see.
But I don't have all the facts on that.
I'm gonna see. I'm gonna go home today, Google it, and I'm gonna see Wendy's. Wendy's. I'm calling it now. Wendy's. Fuck that redhead. You're gonna throw people out for no reason. Chinese people.
You're just making this up right now. You're predicting the future.
Yeah. So
That at a Wendy's sometime soon,
sometime soon.
some poor Asian fella is gonna get tossed out.
Yeah, because you fucking. I don't know. There's no bad stereotype.
We ain't got no rice here.
You got no rice here. Yeah, man. What you trying to do? You fucking walking in this shit because you can't see? Get out of here.
Oh, says you.
I know. That's why I said it. I can be ribbed.
You're like, we're both squinty.
We're both squinty as fuck. Even when I have
How dare you.
even when I have glasses on, I still look like I have somebody just put a coin here and a coin here, and I can see now. So, but that's that.
Yeah, I just don't like saying blanket things like they're just throwing black people out everywhere. But if I open up Facebook right now, that's the headline.
Of course it is.
They're throwing black people out everywhere now. 2 more happened
Mm,
in a country of like 300 million
Yeah.
fucking people.
of course, but it's always the topic of
One
concern.
more dummy did something dumb that affected 2 other people.
And because of that, let's boycott it.
So
Let's
it's a fucking.
Let's boycott LA Fitness. LA Fitness doesn't like black people.
This is happening all over the place.
All over, everywhere.
It's rampant.
He said, everybody's racist. He said,
Motherfuckers see what they want to see though.
Applebee's,
If that's your cause, then that's what you're gonna see.
Starbucks, LA Fitness,
It's not my cause.
Wendy's. I'm predicting it now.
It's not my cause. But those dudes should just make some money off of that.
Yeah.
If you are truly doing nothing wrong, and a motherfucker says they accuse you of something,
Mm-hmm.
they call the police, so that means they're wasting time of these officers.
Yeah.
Did they get arrested or just told to leave?
They didn't get arrested because they cooperated. They just like left. They left willingly. They're just like, all right, we'll go with you. We'll go.
But like
They-
stealing is a fucking crime.
Yeah, it is. But they.
So if I'm in a store,
Mm-hmm.
which every gym is, it's a store.
Yeah.
You're buying time and products.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm in a store and they're like, you're stealing, I'm calling the cops.
Yeah.
And the cops come.
But they can't arrest you if you because then they couldn't prove they couldn't prove why or how they were stealing. So because they said I have my wristband, here it is. But they said we're revoking your membership irregardless of that, or regardless of that. Irregardless is not a word.
But it's becoming one because of usage,
Of course,
which is bullshit.
because people are dumb like me.
Okay.
But so they totally left, and because they're allowed to revoke your membership for whatever reason because it's their business, and so they can still do
Right.
that. and
I
they
can terminate your shit.
Yeah,
whatever.
and then and because of that, you're no longer a member here, so you don't have rights to be here, so leave.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's how it ended. Is like you can like so it was nothing.
But if they couldn't prove how they were stealing and they weren't, and then the cops are like, you're free to go.
yeah,
Sounds like they have a way to make some ends.
yes, and they
So-
will. The CEO will be tweeting them like they did.
Who?
Start with the CEO of LA Fitness will be like, "I will fly out personally and meet you," like they did the Starbucks people.
Oh, he met those people?
That's what he was. He said he was going to do it. I don't know if he actually did it. But shenanigans, and off to some more shenanigans, like MMA shenanigans.
There are some MMA shenanigans. There's a lot going on in MMA right now.
Let's
Now, what
see.
were you thinking about?
I was just thinking about the stanky leg that Kevin Lee hit when he got wheel kicked and then came back and just started.
Dude, Kevin Lee is a beast.
He is.
He fucking beasted Barboza.
He did.
He kicked his ass.
He did.
He kicked his ass.
It made it look easy.
And he got kicked one time in the head.
Yeah.
And he was in decent defensive position when he got hit. The heel grazed the top of the dude's head.
Yeah.
There's only so much you can do.
Yeah.
He lowered his level and brought his hand up, and he still got clipped.
Kicked,
Like,
yeah.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up, man.
Super
Like,
bad, but he was like
And then,
he took him down.
yeah,
Yeah. He's like, cool, man.
you could argue, and it's my belief, that he won that round.
Mm-hmm.
Then in a round where you get stanky legged, it's 10-9 you.
Yeah.
That's winner shit.
Yeah.
That's winner shit. Respect. Shout out to Kevin Lee. Shout out to all of Detroit on behalf of Kevin Lee, or because of Kevin Lee.
Yes. Just make your fucking weight. That's all, man. I know you're a big boy, and there's no in betweens between 155 and 170. But come on, just please. I want you to.
It was a pound.
It was a pound.
It wasn't a title fight.
I understand that, but when a title fight happens and you that a pound, That's a
Title
problem.
fight, he's got to make weight.
That's a problem. And then I don't remember. I don't remember what the other fight was, but there was a fight where it was a submission that became a TKO or something like that because the submission happened super like late.
Yes, and the person's out,
Mm-hmm.
and the fight ended,
Yeah.
and there was some controversy.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And so Mark Goddard was on Ariel's show, the MMA Hour,
Mm-hmm.
and he was talking about his role in this. And what he essentially said was he got involved when Bruce Buffer walked over to the scorer's table
Yeah.
and asked for the scorecards.
Mm-hmm.
And Mark is like, what the fuck? No, there's no scorecards. The referee just waved this fight off.
Yeah.
That dude's unconscious. Fight's over.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we don't need cards. Dude's asleep. And if that's the call in the cage, then that's the call in the cage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't think there should have been any controversy. I think it was just a misunderstanding
Mm-hmm.
between, like, literally, like, a production issue
Yeah.
and, which is this entertainment,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like, the reading of the cards to the audience, both present and watching, right? Which is entertainment.
Yeah.
Because they could just report it and then raise a dude's hand.
Yeah.
So the entertainment portion just got a little bit thrown into the mix because you get into rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
3 rounds are over. So like as like maybe 30 seconds in the round, like this is when Buffer gets out of his seat
And walks over.
and walks over. Then you hear the "Meow, time's up. Hey, let me get those cards.
Yeah.
That's normal shit.
Yeah.
So it was just like the production and the sport commission just having a quick miscommunication.
Yeah.
That's all that happened there.
Yeah.
My opinion.
Yeah.
So I didn't think that was controversial at all.
Well, just the TKO versus a submission thing was a little weird, but other than that,
Yeah.
that was the only strange thing about it.
But if you're asleep, it's
But
a TKO.
Yes, technically you're knocked out.
You're knocked out.
Yeah. You're just
You didn't
sleep-
tap.
You're just snoring.
Like when someone gets choked out, it is the win should not be.
A submission.
It's not that it's. You can say by submission. You could say that,
He won by submission.
but you don't say by tap out.
Mm.
What you should say is guillotine choke by the winner by KO via guillotine choke.
Mhm.
The winner TKO. Winner by fucking rear naked choke or triangle choke.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the person didn't tap, they go to sleep.
Yeah.
Now, if they tap,
Mm-hmm. And then go to sleep.
the winner by submission
Yeah.
via triangle
Triangle
choke. Do you understand?
Yeah.
That's how it should go down in the records.
Okay.
And I'm not sure if it always goes down that way or not,
No,
but it definitely
I don't think-
should.
I don't think it does.
It definitely should.
Like, I don't think Dan Hendo.
Knockouts, chokeouts are knockouts.
I don't think Dan Hendo versus Daniel Cormier was a TKO. I think it was a submission.
And he tapped.
No, because he went to sleep.
He went to sleep.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like, he went to sleep.
Yeah,
so-
I would call that a knockout.
Yeah.
Then I could get some knockouts.
Yeah. Just knock. I got a lot of knockouts.
Oh shit! I don't have that many knockouts.
Oh, you only had 2 fights, right?
Yeah, but I'm talking about just like normal life,
Oh, okay.
like just trading and shit. I don't choke people out.
You-
It's only happened a couple times.
yeah.
And it's been totally the other person's fault. I don't even care how it sounds. Like it's always been a homeboy. It's
Yeah.
never been like a stranger.
Because it's like, I won't try.
One time I slept a stranger with a punch, but like that was a random occurrence.
Oh, okay.
It was just
like-
luck.
It was just luck.
Yeah, for real. But every time I've slept somebody, they've been in a deep choke and like fighting it dumbly,
Mhm.
and like I'm just waiting on them to tap, and then I feel them go limp, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
Why?
we're friends. You can just tap. Like,
So, hey,
I'm not
man.
gonna fucking make fun of you or anything.
They don't
I'm
know
not gonna
that.
post this on Instagram.
They don't know that.
Yes, they
They don't
do.
know that. You're a wild
Chilling in
guy.
a head and arm choke.
You're a wild guy.
Just the fuck.
Like, I would put that on Instagram.
How
Like,
the fuck are you going to sleep and
Yeah.
training with me?
I'd put that on Instagram. I'd always keep my phone on me. Like, oh, you went to sleep because I tapped you?
I've been to sleep once
Have you?
in a match. You can find it on YouTube.
Mm.
I just run into a guillotine and go to sleep.
Gotcha.
And I just run right into a guillotine and pass out. Oh, it's very silly. And like after the match, the guy who did it to me, he's like, "Yeah, man, I've been watching you. You're quite good. Whatever. I know that you want to really get after it on the feet."
Mm-hmm.
And so I just kept backing up. And I knew you'd get upset and eager and shoot from too far away. And when you did, I caught you in that choke. And I was like, thanks, dude.
Yeah.
I won't do that anymore. Like, I'll be more patient.
Mm.
He was like, yeah, no, good luck to you. And I was like, thanks. I was like, I think I was still a brown belt. My father, black belt. And that was like maybe my 4th match with black belt at that time.
Yeah.
So I was still just starting to get confident enough to really try my game on them. You know, it's a mind fuck at first.
Yeah.
And like that's why I'm so glad that like even though like you guys are gonna still come through the same belt system as everybody else, we kind of de-emphasize it.
Yeah.
And we have an environment where my white belts can give purple belts and brown belts a run.
Yeah.
Again, and I know people are like, "Oh yeah, oh I'm sure."
We're not.
Like your purple belts and brown belts too.
Yeah.
Like yours too.
The only difference is that we don't care what you got on your waist. We just want to see what you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing else matters. But like when you first start doing it, it's a mind fuck.
Yeah.
Even like white belt versus purple belt is a mind fuck.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit, he's gonna know all my stuff.
Yeah.
yeah, he is.
Probably. Maybe.
You just have to execute it really well.
Yeah. He
and
might.
then counter his counters. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
Yes, he knows the move you're doing.
He might know it.
So
He might. He could be really awkward like me. He might not know what the hell you're doing. You might not even know what you're doing. You might just be like, whoa, I did that? That's crazy.
yeah, last night, I'm going to say it. Last night, you were off the chain last night. I was kind of scared. I was like, this dude looks like a destroyer, and he's not doing anything. Like, the way you mount people is so strange to me. I'm just saying it.
I agree.
The way you mount people is weird to me. I think it's wrong, and then I watch it work. So I don't say shit. I'm like, well, all right. Or you could do that. Change your never mind. Fuck it. Meanwhile, I'll nitpick technique with Matt because I can see how effective it is when I do it with them. But with you, I'm just like, meh. He's like Mowgli. He in the jungle. He wild. He's gonna do what Mowgli gonna do. Mowgli gonna be fine. Mowgli good.
You know what I realized just now?
What?
I don't think I ever learned how to tie my pants because of football.
What?
Yeah, because of football. I never tied my pants during football.
You're a super thotty in football.
Like, yeah, like I would my cup would be hanging out, and like I never really tied it. But,
like some weird football enthusiast stripper. Like,
yeah, exactly. And then but stuff like I'd get stuff done. Like I get like a sack or I get like an interception every once in a while. And like all right, you guys, you're just an awkward Einstein, I guess. You kind of like got the disheveled hair. You don't really look right, but you get shit done, I guess.
So disheveled.
Get to it. But what's the other UFC or MMA news that you want to talk about?
Leslie Smith. Do you know about this shit?
No, I do not.
This is one of the most interesting stories in MMA, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I really think she fucked up. I think she outplayed herself. Like, it's like when you start playing strategy games with motherfuckers,
Mm-hmm.
if you don't have the right strategy, you better be okay with truly losing.
Yeah.
And so she's in a situation where she has a fight.
Yeah.
And her opponent doesn't make weight.
Yeah.
And they're like, all right, so you can take a 20% of their purse and the fight will go on, or you don't have to take the fight. And so she goes and she looks at her contract, right? And she's like, it says if I don't fight, but I fulfill my end of the obligation,
Mm-hmm.
I get all the money listed above.
Right.
And it had the win and the show money listed.
Yeah.
And so she wanted the total sum,
Mm-hmm.
right? And this is after she's already sent some emails over a $25 charge on her bags.
Mm.
She was like hot about that.
Yeah.
And so you send some emails to a company about some bags
Yeah.
that weren't covered.
Yeah.
They paid for your flight, but they didn't pay for your bags. And your argument is, hey, they know that we have to have bags and gear.
Yeah.
Like, what are we going to do? Fly without fucking kick pads and shit?
Mm-hmm.
Like, obviously, we're going to have gear.
Yeah.
So they should cover these bags.
Right.
And you're right, and it also is, it doesn't matter, and
No.
you're wrong. Like, it's
Yeah.
both. Should they cover your bags? Sure.
Yeah.
That sounds nice.
But.
They're going to not cover every single thing they cannot cover reasonably.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way shit works.
Yeah.
So their thought is, look, man, we bought you a ticket, which is a X amount of value.
Yeah.
And yes, like, you've got to pay $25 for your bags. Tough shit. You're about to make money.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully you have saved money from the last time you made money.
Yeah.
And you're using that to pay for your corner, to pay for your training, to pay for food every day, and to pay for these $25 bag fees.
Right.
That's the argument against it.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, but that's not in your contract. We didn't say we cover your baggage. We said, here's a ticket. In fact, here's a second ticket for someone else.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
So if you haggle over $25 and then after that, you say, yo, actually it's California law and I'm a California resident that this has to get covered. And by the way, I want win and show money.
Mm-hmm.
I want all that shit. And then I want to negotiate my next contract.
Yeah.
Because this is the last fight on my contract.
Yeah.
What do you think the UFC does? Oh, wait. And you're a part of Project Spearhead.
Yes.
So
Which
you're
is
also...
what is it?
It's a
union.
It's a
That's what it is.
unionization organization. So
Yeah.
you're also a part of that. What action do you think the UFC might take with your career?
Here's your show money and kick rocks. You're done. Get out of here.
So they were like, cool. Here's your win money. Here's your show money.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
Here's what you asked for.
Yeah.
And in terms of renegotiations, we'd rather not negotiate and not have you as a part of this company right now.
Yeah.
And they said, well, what about, are you saying ever? They're like, no, we didn't say ever,
Just right now.
but we're not going to sign you. And here's $500 discretionary bonus,
Mm-hmm.
right? And that should cover those bags and shit that you were upset about. And maybe the last day of per diem that you were also upset about.
Yeah.
Kick rocks. You played yourself.
Yeah.
In that moment, you played yourself. Like, it's the first thing you did wrong was get pissed about $25
Yeah.
and then cite law over $25 to someone who can squish you. Because now they're like, okay, this person is a larger headache than the money they draw. If Connor has that same conversation, it goes differently.
Yes, sir. Here's your 25.
How many people listening to this podcast know who the fuck Leslie Smith is? Know your fucking role, dude. Know where you are in the totem pole. And like, so you think that you can work against a company
Yeah.
actively, work against their interest. Like whether you think it is or isn't, like it's in the interest of fighters possibly to have a union. It is not in the interest of any company to deal with a fucking union.
Nope.
They end up paying more money. So you're working against my interest. You're asking me for extra shit. You don't bring any money in. Here's $62K, motherfucker. Peace out. You thought it was going to go different?
Think again.
You thought it was going to be different than this.
Pick your
Don't be
battles.
surprised. Never be surprised.
And definitely don't ask for the contract back now. Because you know, if you do win the lawsuit and you get that contract on, guess what they're going to do? They're going to feed you
Something
the
just
sharks.
hit me right in the face, and it's great.
What? What?
It's more introspective guilt. Here it comes.
Go on.
Here's what I believe.
Okay.
And I might get in trouble for saying this. I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus, and I'm not blaming nobody. There's a good chance I'm never going to get my black belt signed by Hoyler Gracie. There's a good chance.
That's fair.
It is fair.
Yeah.
If that was his choice, it would be fair.
Yeah.
Because if somebody's mad,
A lot of people are mad.
maybe a lot of people are mad or just slightly offended to the point where they don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to do anything you don't feel like doing.
Yeah.
We're guilty of the same crime.
Yes.
You bite the hand.
Mm-hmm.
You bite the hand, you get what you get.
Get slapped in the mouth.
So fuck you, Leslie, and fuck you, Darren. But I'm not doing any crying over it.
Yeah.
Nor am I going to litigate. And she's threatening to litigate.
Nah, we'll figure it out.
I don't give a fuck. Like, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, when I was talking about what she did that was so strategically wrong, if I valued that job or even the chance of getting signed,
The interaction, yeah.
yeah, if I valued that as much as she
Mm-hmm.
apparently values her interaction with the UFC, I would have acted differently. I'll check it.
Okay. We are on pause right now because somebody is knocking on a door upstairs at Darren's house. Maybe it could be that. Or it could be a woodpecker. But, yeah. So, there's that. Other interesting news, it looks like Colby Covington has to hire. I don't know why I'm talking in this very breathy voice, but Colby Covington has to hire an armored guard. Even though he's not fighting in Rio, he still needs to get armored guards because he likes to talk a lot of shit about Brazilians. And yeah, and we're not no home invasion. Darren's back.
I mean, there might be later.
Might be later, but ready.
Then up came that shotgun.
Mm.
Go fucking Mickey and Mallory knocks on a
He
motherfucker.
said,
That's the best sound for home defense. Seriously, the sound of a shotgun.
maybe that should be your doorbell.
That's not healthy. That's unhealthy. I pull up like, who this? So yeah,
Yeah, and then just told him that
this is my confession.
Colby Covington has to get armored guards probably from now on to the end of his UFC.
What happened to
career.
him?
He just talks so much shit. That's just all it is. He's not. You know that he's not going to Brazil anymore.
You think he needs strapped dudes?
No, that's what he says. He said the armored guards hired to protect Colby Covington at UFC events. So like he has dudes with guns protecting him because he talks so much shit. Which is a smart idea, smart investment.
I guess. I mean, what do you really think is going to happen to you?
If you go anywhere where it's like a little bit higher than like 0.1% of Brazilian population, they might just run over. They might just run after you. They might just charge.
They're gonna pull up for real?
I think they would.
In America?
I'm sure they would. Everybody's super, super.
Shit.
I mean, what Ireland came over and just said fuck. The Mandalay Bay and just made a bunch of noise. So I don't see why they would be.
What are you talking about?
Well, like just when Conor fights, like they always come in there and like fuck that shit. We're gonna make a bunch of noise and do whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah, it does get pretty wild.
So I can imagine the Brazilians, like maybe 15 of them, just hop over here on a
Just
plane.
jump them.
Yeah, just beat the fuck out of
They
him.
catch Kobe in the airport and they're like,
Oh, I see him. Yeah,
Estranger.
exactly.
And they jump him out.
Mhm.
I mean, okay. But what is that, like $200 a day?
I don't know. I don't know how much armored guards cost. Depends.
300?
I don't know. And
Armed. You keep saying armored.
armed. Sorry.
It would be great if they were armored,
They're
though.
just like-
If they were just dudes that dressed like knights.
That might be the easiest fight to ever
I
take
was going to
on.
let it slide. But then I was like, all right, I get this image of him literally being flanked by knights. And I've got to say that out loud before it explodes inside me. Which is not what I meant to say.
Also, somehow, Conor McGregor went up in the rankings and Khabib went down in the rankings.
Awesome. That dolly is strong as fuck.
Yeah.
He won 3 fights.
He's now tied for third place for pound.
He won 3 fights on that fight card.
He said took out 3 people. So you go up a fight.
You go up into the rankings.
That's great. I love it.
Those rankings are such bullshit.
They are.
Oh, it's so fantastic.
Let's see. So, actually, it's not really news anymore. I don't really care about this.
Good.
Because, I mean, unless you care about kids wearing cocaine stuff, like seriously say enjoy cocaine, then,
I mean, if that's what you enjoy.
yeah.
If that is what you enjoy.
Cocaine.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
But what is it? Like the same logo as Coke?
Yeah. But it's like,
Instead of Coca-Cola, it
it's
says
just
cocaine.
Enjoy. It's like little kids, like bibs and like little.
At
like,
one point, there was Coca-Cola. I mean, cocaine.
and Coca-Cola.
In the Coca-Cola.
But it's not anymore.
It's too bad.
Sad. They take away all the good shit.
I'm not into that, though.
Robitussin,
Nose candy is not for me.
nose candy.
I mean, we talked about this in a previous podcast.
Yes.
It doesn't end well.
Doesn't.
However,
Yes.
this podcast can end well.
Yes. So instead of him doing his XOXO see you later people, I'm gonna do my own,
What?
which is
He just hijacked the podcast. Go ahead.
said see you later masturbators and a while pedophiles and a while pedophiles.
What the fuck? No. No. Is it over for real? You son of a